Miserere mihi Domine coni amate clamavi, tota Dei, quieta Domine, suavis acquiesces, et copiosus in misericordia omnibus invocatibus te. Inclina Domine audem tuam et exaudi me, quoniam in observa persum ego. Gloria Patri et Filio et Spiritui Sancto, sicut erat in principio et nunc et semper, et in saecula saeculorum. Amen. Miserere mihi Domine coni amate clamavi, tota Die, quiatur Domine, suavis acquiesces, et copiosus in misericordia omnibus invocatibus te. And he closed the book and gave it back to the attendant and sat down. We notice that he stood to read. We do the same. And he sat to teach. In Rome, in the missionary college where I was residing for a while with the Marino missionaries, in the renewed chapel which they had reproduced that synagogal attitude, and we would, in the morning mass and on the Sunday one as well, sit while giving a word for each other, preaching after the gospel. We were all priests in practice, and a word amongst priests was nourishing. The word that the rector came out with one morning was very moving. Only a word, only a thought. But a word and a thought can stick and cling there in the machine of the memory and not be lost entirely for all the rest of our life. Only a word. That particular word was what had happened to him one day when down there in darkest Africa, a mother brought her dying child for one last blessing, resigned to the will of God. Dying child, no medicine. And the good father warmly laid his hand upon this dying child and blessed it. And he added in the next sentence, "Today that child is a healthy young man." And he added, "We priests forget the power that we have." Ordained, one is configured to Christ the High Priest. We know how actually in Medjugorje our Blessed Lady has insisted on the power of blessing of a priest, which she hasn't got in the same way. We also know of a case of a person in purgatory. It was a priest, and he spent a long time there. The reason being that he had rarely blessed. He didn't bless enough. I return to what I heard there regarding a message Our Lady had given. She did give to understand, apparently, that we simply do not understand the power of a priest's blessing. People sometimes feel it, and therefore it is important that it be warm, for there is a bond between the divine and the human when it comes to the consecrated hand of a priest. And so it is that we see also why our Divine Lord had a positive will when it came to instituting this extension of his power, which was the priesthood. All through 2 millennia of Spirit-led church history, it was always understood that that same power which consecrated was also the power given to nourish, to feed the people of God. And the warmth with which the body of Christ is given by those consecrated hands must be felt. The blessing of a child who cannot receive yet the body of the Lord in the Western Rite. There, too, a priest has power to touch on many levels a receptive, innocent child. If it's worth doing, it's worth doing well. There are moments which need time to be. And so it is with giving the Lord himself. The Lord is most honoured by the quality of the space. And I am quite convinced that many graces are lost because he is not given in the way that he desires to be given. Diaconein, to serve as deacon. Je vais voir l'archevêque pour les ordinations. I'm going to see the archbishop about the ordinations. The prior said this before setting off for Siena in 1996. O word of butter preacher, come again, not from the pen of etchings, but from this, the heart that heard the heart, that saw the pain and softer joy within a sigh of bliss. Come, come and go across the rows of ears that capture what moves here. Go go thy way into the breast that shed this night its tears, and to the brain that strayed this way this day. Die, planted lie upon the morrow's thought, and touch e'en such as came not hither well to gaze at beauty hid. Sound dimly wrought with syllables to steal a soul from hell, be found tomorrow where a sorrow breaks the heart, cuirassed that heeds, and small heed take